They thought they were just clearing land for a new shopping plaza, but instead, they uncovered something much darker. This is the untold story of the excavation crew that never came back. It started when a real estate investor named Charles bought a large, overgrown plot of land on the edge of town. The property had been abandoned for decades, swallowed up by dense forest and thick underbrush. But Charles saw opportunity. He planned to clear the land, pave it over, and build a new plaza, shops, restaurants, parking lots. He saw dollar signs where others only saw trees. So he hired a small landscaping and demo crew to begin the work. 5 men experienced with chainsaws, heavy equipment, and dangerous jobs. They were told it would take about a week to clear the land. Easy money. But by the second day, things started to feel wrong. The crew complained of strange noises echoing through the trees. Low growls, heavy footsteps. One worker swore he saw movement in the shadows, something massive watching from a distance. Rick, the foreman, laughed it off. Probably a bear, he said. But he couldn't shake the unease in his gut. By day 3, the men stopped laughing, because one of them didn't come back. At first, they thought he wandered off for a break. But when they searched the forest, all they found was his hard hat, torn apart, smeared with blood. Panic spread. Some wanted to quit immediately. But Rick insisted they keep working. They needed the paycheck. And besides, what would they even tell the investor? That night, another man disappeared. This time they heard it. A scream tearing through the forest, followed by silence. The crew refused to return. They packed up their gear, left the machines behind, and vanished without a word. When Charles, the investor, showed up later that week, he found the site deserted. The equipment was still there. Chainsaws left in the dirt. Excavators parked mid-job. But no workers? He assumed they had skipped out on the contract. Lazy workers trying to cheat him out of money. Furious, he decided to handle things himself. How hard could it be to cut down a few trees? On the first evening alone, Charles began to notice the same strange signs. Tree trunks clawed with deep gashes. Animal tracks far larger than anything he'd ever seen. And then came the sound. A guttural growl, vibrating the ground beneath his feet. He froze, chainsaw still humming in his hand. The growl grew louder, closer, until it felt like the forest itself was breathing down his neck. And then he saw it. A massive shadow moving between the trees. Too fast, too silent for something its size. Eyes glowing faintly in the darkness, watching, waiting. Charles dropped the saw and ran, stumbling through the brush, not daring to look back. But the footsteps followed, heavy, relentless. Something was chasing him. By sheer luck, he made it back to his truck. He peeled out of there, dirt flying, heart pounding. He never returned to that property again. When authorities were eventually called to investigate, they found no trace of the missing crew. No bodies. No signs of a struggle. Just abandoned machines and claw marks on nearly every tree. The land was sold off at a loss, and to this day, no one has attempted to build on it again. Some say it was just a bear, grown territorial in its forest. Others whisper it was something older, something not meant to be disturbed. But one thing is certain, 5 men entered those woods to clear the land, and not one of them ever came back. This has been one of the untold stories of yard work. If you found this story chilling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more suspenseful tales of landscaping gone wrong, contractor nightmares, and the dark secrets hiding in ordinary backyards, because the next story might be happening closer than you think.